What's up everybody, Prepared Guy here once again, and today we're taking a look at the Fenix WF26R. Upon unboxing, I'm not sure what you'll find because, full disclosure, Fenix sent me this light for testing and it arrived in a basic cardboard box as seen here. This normally goes against my guidelines for unboxing as I like to show you guys the full purchasing experience, but since this light was pretty great, I decided to let this one slide. With that said, according to the Fenix website, you should find a manual, a charging cradle along with a magnetic charging cable, a lanyard, a spare O-ring, and a 3.6 volt 5000 mAh 21700 rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The WF26R is made of aluminum alloy, is IP68 water resistant, has a 1 meter impact rating, and weighs just under 8 ounces or just over 200 grams with the battery on board. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test in the 3000 lumen turbo mode, the light ramped down after about 2 minutes of use once the ATR kicked in. It then stayed at that lower lumen output for about an hour before stepping down several more times in roughly half-hour increments until the battery became completely depleted. The light consistently maintained a usable output the entire length of the test, which was pretty impressive. The total runtime from the 3000 lumen mode with step downs was a full 8 hours and 40 minutes. And during my thermal test in the 3000 lumen turbo mode, the WF26R reached a max thermal output of 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 48 degrees Celsius after about 5 minutes and 46 seconds of use, and it only maintained that temperature for about 2 seconds during the test, so the light did stay relatively cool for the most part. During my recharge time test using my MCA charger, the WF26R took just 2 hours and 33 minutes to fully recharge from completely depleted. Now let's take a quick tour and go over the general operation of the Fenix WF26R. Okay guys, now we're taking a quick tour of the Fenix FW26R. So this is what it looks like on the body. It's got a pretty nice looking design to it. Got a nice fat head there, passive aggressive bezel. You got that nice deep seated reflector there. You have your luminous SST70 in there as well. You also have a pocket clip and the 2 buttons. You have the power button and the function button here. And then you have your little charging port here. This is the magnetic charging port, and you have your light here for your battery indicator. And yeah, it's a pretty nice design overall. Very, very simple to use. I was actually kind of confused with how simple it was. So basically, power on, power off, momentary on, just kind of lightly press it. This is always going to be strobe, so this mode button's always going to be strobe no matter what. So put it on here and you can go ahead and cycle through, but if you hold it down, it becomes strobe again. And then if you press it again while it's strobing, that's going to bring you into your SOS mode. Pretty simple, pretty easy to use. And then you just go ahead and click like that to get out of that. So you have your low, or your eco mode, they call it. Then you jump up to medium, and then you jump up to high, and then you jump up to turbo. And then it goes back down, you cycle through again, all the way through. Boom. Okay, very simple to use. Guys, it's not rocket science. Now, it doesn't have a direct to turbo, so basically whatever you leave it in for the last memorized mode is what the main power button is going to be on. You're always going to be able to momentary on whatever the last mode it was in. So there you go, that's how that works. There's no direct to turbo, which it kind of looks like a tactical light, but it's not really meant to be a tactical light. It's meant to be basically like just an all-around generalized flashlight, like a Scooby-Doo flashlight. So basically, you say you're driving down the street in your car and you're doing some kind of maintenance work or something like that, or maybe you just like to have a friggin' flashlight in your vehicle. This is perfect for that, you know what I mean? You just throw it in the dock, you're good to go. it's simple to use. I mean, any idiot can press a button, you know what I mean? So you got your 4 modes there, and then you got your 2 strobes and your strobe and your SOS. There's only 6 modes for this flashlight, so it's overly simple. I mean, that's why I said earlier that I was confused by it, because it's just such a simple operation flashlight. I usually review flashlights that have like 10,000 different technical specs to it, so I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying the fact that it's very simple to use. Over here, we have the charging dock, or the charging cradle, as they call it. Okay, this is what it does. So you basically take this, slam it in here, pull it down, starts charging right away. Very easy to use. Pop it out, very simple, pop it in. I like to push it down like that. It's kind of a pain in the butt to wedge it in this way, but you can. Then you have to make sure it locks in there so the light turns on. Now you're charging. Got a couple of holes in here so that you can screw it in to a wall, or if you want to mount it somewhere in your vehicle, you can do that as well. Very easy. Very simple operation. Pocket clip's nice and long. That's what that looks like, nice and tight. Not going to go anywhere. You got your battery inside. That's what it looks like. Standard Fenix button top. Pop that in there. You can take it out and you can charge it on one of the external charging cradles as well, or you can charge it while it's in the light. This, if you go like this and push down and pull towards you, all right, just like that. See, push and pull it out. That's what it looks like. So if you don't feel like using the charging cradle, you just want to throw it on like that, you can do that as well. Very simple. Then if you want to put it back in there, make sure it sits. See how it like lines up right in there? Push it in there. Feel like a little spring. It's like a little spring to it, and you'll be able to adjust that. Now that's in there, locked in there nice and good. And then you put it in there like that, and now you're good to go. You'll be able to charge that up. So let's take it outside, guys, and see exactly what this bad boy could do. The Fenix WF26R has a max beam distance of 450 meters or 1,476 feet in the 3000 lumen turbo mode. It also has a max candela of 52,888 CD and utilizes a luminous SST70 LED coming in at 6,500K. Alright guys, I'm outside with the Fenix WF26R, and this is what it's going to look like in the eco mode. And it's shining out pretty far out there. Now we're going to go into the medium mode. That medium mode actually throws pretty darn well out there. This field to the back of the field is 100 yards. Now we're going to jump up to the high mode. This is the high mode. As you can start seeing, it's the stuff in the distance here. Start seeing the fence back there and everything, the tree line. Now we're going to jump into the turbo mode, and this is what the turbo mode looks like. And that is the tree line back there, and you can start to see that fence back there. Looks pretty good. Very nice. And now on the left, I'm going to keep the Fenix, and on the right, I'm going to introduce the Olight Warrior X3. As you can see, this is what they look like side by side. Warrior X3, Fenix WF26R on the left. So that's what these look like. And now I'm going to introduce the TK16 on the right and the WF26 on the left. As you can see, that's what these look like side by side. Got a little bit more punch with the WF26R, and the TK16 has a little bit more flood to it. You can see those beam patterns. That's what that looks like. 100 yards. Now I'm going to try this at 50 yards in the turbo mode. That's what it looks like at 50 yards from the tree line in the turbo mode. It's the eco. This is the low. This is the medium, or the high, I should say. And then this is the turbo. Pretty nice. And then all the way back there, it's 100 yards. Pretty good. I like this light. It's got some kick to it. My pros and cons are as follows. First, the pros. The light has a solid build quality as expected from Fenix, along with great run times and a charging dock. What more could anyone want from a duty light? The included charging dock that you can mount directly in your vehicle would make this light a perfect vehicle EDC light. As far as the cons go, I really couldn't find anything to complain about without sounding like I'm nitpicking. With that said, the WF26R retails for $167 at regular retail price, but you can pick it up right now on sale for just $129.95 on the Fenix website. This purchase would include the Fenix 5-year free from defects warranty. I'll leave a link down in the description. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more awesome EDC gear each week. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.